Hi guys, we'll get to the video in a minute, but first I have a quick announcement. The video that I posted on Wednesday, I am going to take that down soon because it was about, I was going to do this whole thing with like the Ninjago ships and all the voting and stuff, and I realized I'm just not big enough to do something like that yet. And I probably will repost that in the future, but just so you know, by tomorrow, it's going to be taken down. So if you want to see it, go ahead and see it today, but just know that it's going to be taken down by tomorrow. Thanks for understanding, guys. I really appreciate it. Hey guys, Awesome Specs 21 here, your destination for speculation, and this is a list of my top 10 favorite LEGO Ninjago songs. There is music featured in this video, but I don't own any of it, so I should not get copyrighted for this video. Yeah, I don't own any of the images either, and I'm about to tell you that, so without further ado, let's get right into the list. Yep, so number 10 on my list is Eye of the Storm, because Eye of the Storm really delivers that impact that Season 3 has, and it does what it's supposed to do. It's at the bottom of the list because I like other songs better, but that's the only reason it's at the bottom. It sure is a fun song to listen to, and it's got some levels to it. That's why it's at the number 10 spot. Yep, besides the Ghost Whip, this is my favorite Day of the Departed song. And it's the only one that's going to be appearing on this list. It's at number 9 because you can play it around Halloween, but what else would you really need it for? Everyone knows that I don't count Day of the Departed as a season, but it's still a pretty good special. And that's why it takes the number 9 spot on my list. Yep, Ninja Roll was a fun and upbeat song for the Tournament of Elements, and it was one of the only ones to be featured in the actual show. And it's just upbeat and fun, and you never get tired of listening to it. So that is why Ninja Roll takes the number 8 spot on my list. Okay guys, this song is overlooked by the populace, but in my opinion, it is an awesome song. And it's so upbeat, it's got so many elements to it, that's not a pun, and it's just really a great song. And if you don't like it, you should really give it another chance. That's why it's number 7 on my list. Yes, Back to Ninjago was one of my favorite songs, and it always reminds me of the Tournament of Elements, which is one of my favorite seasons, because it's what it's about, and it does a really good job at explaining what happens in Season 4, and that's why it takes the number 6 spot on my list. Yep, the first one in my top 5. Bring on the Pirates. Skybound doesn't have many songs, and that's what makes this one so special. It's also upbeat, and it fits the theme of the story very well. And like the story, sometimes it gets low, and sometimes it's high, and sometimes it's happy, and sometimes it's sad. And that's why Bring on the Pirates is number 5 on my list. Only one can remain. Sorry, but the 21st Century Ninja is one of my favorite songs because it has a lot of character to it, and it's slow and it's slow sometimes and fast sometimes, just like the season that it's meant to be for, which is Season 4. And it's just a really great song, and that is why it is at my number 3 spot on my list. After the Blackout is one of my favorite songs because it's just amazing. It's so cool. Like, you want to listen to it and you think you're cool. It's one of those songs that it just has an awesome beat to it. I know that you guys are going to be upset that it wasn't in my top 2, but when you see my top 2, you might change your mind. But After the Blackout was pretty good, so that's why it's in my number 3 spot. Yes, Spinning Out of Color is my number 2 choice because spinning out in color, it is the definition of spinjitzu, and it plays off of the tone of Ninjago really well. It's fast sometimes, and it's slow sometimes, and it's just really cool. I could listen to it all day long, but it couldn't quite make it in my number 1, and that's why it's in my number 2.
They say go slow, everything just stands so still. We say go blow, you're gonna see us rip into it. Just jump up, kick back, whip around and spin, and then we'll jump back to it again. Ninja, ninja, come on, we're gonna do it again. We just jump up, kick back, whip around and spin, and then we'll jump back to it again. Ninja.
Yes, we all know The Weekend Whip, one of my personal favorite song, and it's so catchy, and you really can never get it out of your head because there's so many different versions of it, but I think the original is the best because you can't beat it. You can't beat the original, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it, although I do love the Rift Whip. But still, you can't beat the original. It's just too good. It's too good. So that's all I had to say about what my favorite Ninjago songs are, but if you want to leave your own comments down below, go ahead. If your favorite didn't make it in this list, I'm sorry, but I love all of the songs, it's just these are 10 of my favorites. But thanks for watching anyway. And remember, I don't just do Ninjago, so if you have a theory about Star vs. the Force of Evil, Gravity Falls, Power Rangers, something like that, and you want to leave it in the comments, go ahead, because I do that stuff too. Anyway, thanks for watching. Awesome Specs 21, signing off.